So, Jason, talk about this whole multiverse thing happening in Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, listen, I play a character called Wyatt Price who comes along at the beginning of season 3, and he's sort of this hustler character who exists in the neutral zone, and he offers, black market goods and services, and that's how he and Juliana hook up, and they get on very well. That's an understatement from the first scene, but he's not aware at this point about multiverses, about how any of that works, and obviously there'll be questions further down into the season as to where that goes, but so I can't really talk with any authority about that without giving away spoilers. But as far as Wyatt is concerned, this is the reality he lives in. It's still the Greater Nazi Reich and the Japanese Pacific states, and he is doing his best to have some kind of life with some degree of culture in the neutral zone, and he believes that in the America that was, and he believes in the neutral zone being the melting pot that it is, and he believes that it's all worth saving. So he's a little bit of a hustler. You're not quite sure whether to trust him, but you get the feeling he's at least got some sort of moral compass.
What do you think it is about what if scenarios are so popular in comics and television?
Well, I think we can tell allegorical stories that way, and sometimes in history the smallest things can create sort of massive butterfly effects, and I think it's interesting to think back and what if this happened, what if that happened, and also it stands as a warning, as to what still could happen if we're not careful. And it's no secret that this is an anti-fascist story, and sadly it's more pertinent now than ever.
Now, do you have any routines you do when you're getting into? You played a lot of different characters over the year. Do you have any things you do to prep yourself for that role? Do you drink 10 glasses of water, or do little circles before you walk on set or in the voice booth, because you also voice Batman?
I don't drink 10 glasses of water, that's for sure, or I'd spend the entire time in a different kind of booth. But no, I mean, listen, for Batman and the voice acting and doing stuff in front of the camera, entirely different, like apples and oranges, chalk and cheese. You can't really compare the two at all. So, but in terms of the Man in the High Castle, I do a lot of script work, a lot of breaking down the scene, trying to figure out what my character wants, what he needs, what the obstacles are. Yeah, where he is in the space, what kind of movement in the scene will help tell the story of that scene, and also just trying to be as realistic and natural as possible. So, a lot of that stuff there are no tricks involved. It's just hard work and line learning and trying to figure things out. But I'm lucky. I work with some great actors, and obviously a lot of my scenes are with Alexa, and it's just great working with her. And we both work really hard to try and make the scene come alive as much as possible.